Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on your region. It's Chat Smith here again, and today I'll be taking us through our trade breakdown on NZD/USD. So we had our rejection from the daily time frame on. Pardon me, let me take this out. All right, thank you. We had our rejection on daily time frame from this fresh V-shaped key level. Mind you, why I use this zone is because price had made this zone fresh again despite all these rejections, in the sense that it formed a very big bearish candle here, which made bullish candle rather, which made the zone to become fresh again despite all the rejections. That was why we were able to still use that zone to continue the buys, the short pullback buy. All right, so after price had the rejection of this v-shaped key level, we went down to our 4-hour time frame to look for our breakout. All right, so if we switch to the line chart, we will see that our breakout occurred above this last a-shaped key level. Price broke above that a-shaped key level, which was the last a-shaped key level before this rejection that occurred here. All right, before this rejection that occurred here. Now going back to our candle stick chart. All right, after the breakout occurred, price formed liquidity at this zone. Price gave us our liquidity here. So now this liquidity validates this breakout and also validates this rejection. All right, so now because this trade is a counter trade, I mean to say we are against the initial market trend, which is bearish, we will not be holding the trade for so long. So now to frame our entry, we had this v-shaped level here. We had that v-shaped level. We have this zone, we have this apex here, and then we also have this full order block here, which is already fresh. That price, okay, if we were to say it was to come down to use the zone to buy, but now all these zones are so far from this liquidity that price gave us after this breakout. That was why we made use of this v-shaped key level, which is the closest and also the freshest to this liquidity. Mind you, why we didn't use this RBS is that it is a sort of breakout. So most of the times price tend to invalidate RBS. The only time that RBS is not often invalidated is in the cases of rejections. But for framing entries, we mostly price tend to respect V shapes, A shapes, OCLs more than RBSs and SBR, especially in the case of the RBS also being the breakout. That was why we did not take our entry from the RBS, but instead we made use of this V-shaped key level. Some people may also call it a QML level. All the same, it still means the same thing. That was why we made use of that V-shaped key level there. All right, so now we took there to be our entry, placed our long position to there, and then now we may be wondering, how do we get our stop losses and our SLs? Yeah, so if we go down to our 1-hour time frame, all right, for our stop loss, there are significant positions that you will use for your stop loss. For me, I just used the base of this other v-shaped key level. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, this zone, the v-shaped key level, that was the zone. I just placed my stop loss slightly below that zone, and then for our take profit, all right, because we are going against the trend, we don't want to buy too much. So that was why we just stopped at this QML level here, a little above the QML level. So that was how we had our entry on our trade on NZD USD. Thank you. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and also follow Chat Smith. Thank you for watching.